Let me ask you a question about money. Which money is better? Maybe money later or real money now? Now, baby. Maybe money later or real money now. How many of you vote real money now? I know you do. But how many dollars are never recognized, never transacted, you never gain possession of because your store doesn't have the right, not pushy, never pushy. I do not recommend pushing anybody. I recommend leading people with a sense of urgency to come to a conclusion that buying and owning Goodyear tires is a good thing. But the best time to do it is when? Right now, the now money. Let me challenge your conversation. This is the kind of stuff I train and teach people. Positive leverage means, as a seller, now listen, you got to listen to this carefully, and I want you to jot. It means a couple things. One is, you believe what you're selling is worth what you are asking. You believe it, and your people believe it. Now let me tell you something, leaders. If you're balk and you don't believe it, your associates don't believe it. If you don't believe it, don't expect them to believe it, and certainly don't expect them, the associates that are at your front line, your front counter, where this moment of truth occurs, don't expect them to have anything resembling positive leverage. Because the second thing positive leverage means, not only do you believe in what you're selling is worth the money that you're asking, you believe that you are the best source on earth at that moment in time for that buyer to surrender their money to trust you. You believe at the moment on transaction, and you got to get your staffs to believe that there's no greater source on earth, not down the street, not on the web, not at any other enterprise than yours, that's the best place to buy a tire on earth at this moment in time. You've got to be able to convey that. And if your people believe that, they should be able to ask, can we go ahead today? Would you like us to put on those tires today? One of the things that you see in top performers is they have an incredibly high value for their time, and therefore they place a sense of urgency on generating results with it. Let me say that again. They place a high amount of value on their time, and because of that value, that mindset, my time's valuable, death is coming, here today, I'm going to grind out the most, I'm driven. More driven, heard that lately? They're driven. One of the motives is they're running out of time and they want to make the most of it. And what that does is it breeds a sense of urgency. A sales-minded person, and it's in the guidebook, has about, they have a lot of attributes. I'm trying to skinny this down for you. Here's the four I want you to grasp, okay? The active, I'll pull out the punch words for you. So I want you to circle those in your guidebook. One is they prioritize their time. They take a vertical approach to tasks. They say, what's the most important thing we need to get done around here? And once you figure that out, everybody focuses on that. Two, they control the information in their business. This is 2011, folks. If your organization, to the point of sale, right there at the register, doesn't control the information on your customer base, your market area, my gosh, I'm a layman to the tire business, but I can walk the floor and I can see one thing. Goodyear has put forth some of the most incredible IT tools that they'll help you with. They'll give you access to. They'll somebody out in the field. I have been out in the field riding with dealer salespeople supported by Goodyear people. I've ridden out in the field with Goodyear people too. They're willing. Use the tools, man. Most of them are information rich. TV tracker, Fleet HQ. I mean, it's looking at all the stuff. I'm going, man, are you using this information to your benefit? Thirdly, cover your market area, man. If your footprint is 2, 3, 4 miles around your store, then you make sure you cover it. You cover it with mailers. You cover it with coupons. You cover it with glad handy. You cover it with customer awareness events. Cover it, cover it, cover it, cover it, so that everybody, whether they go by your store, buy or not, they know who your store is. And finally, here's the message, and then we're going to do something. SalesMind's relative to time, make adjustments. So if you're taking back strategies, if you're taking back ideas, if you're taking back training tips, the my is them, isn't it? It's a two-step process. You here, take it back to them. So, with that kind of that mindset, I want you to take your pen, and here's what I want you to do. This time will pass. It doesn't matter that you came. It is the intent for which you came. I hope in a serious, money-minded, sales-minded, business-minded way that your intent was to come for the purpose of making money. One of the greatest things you can do with your life is take your ideas and put them into what? Put them into action. What are you going to do, sir?
I'm going to reinstall our customer callback program.
Did you hear the word? He said reinstall. I'm making the assumption that at some point in the past you hadn't and it drifted away for whatever reason. Excellent. What are you going to do, sir?
Time management.
Better management of time. Who wants to go back here? How about all of you? All, hand that mic. I want to hear some of these things.
Just by myself, create a positive attitude with everybody, starting with me, and just try to create that through all of our people.
Positive attitudes. Will people give you money because they feel good and they like you? Yes, don't you? If you had 3 people selling you and all the price and the products were the same, and one of the 3 people stood out because you liked them better, who are you going to give the money? The one you like every time. That's proven. That's not a theory.